Edward Scull's early life unfolded in Pittsburgh, where he attended local schools before pursuing higher education. Scull's academic path reflected the common trajectory of 19th-century American politicians who valued self-study and apprenticeships over formal education. He studied law and, in 1844, was admitted to the bar in Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania. 2 years later, in 1846, he relocated to Somerset, Pennsylvania, a small town that would serve as the foundation for his political and professional life. Somerset at that time was a burgeoning center of political activity, and it was here that Scull established himself as a prominent lawyer. His legal career continued until 1857, with a temporary stint in public office during which he served as prothonotary, court clerk, and clerk of the court for Somerset County. Scull's political involvement coincided with some of the most tumultuous years in American history. Like many Whigs who opposed the expansion of slavery, he found a natural home in the newly formed Republican Party in the 1850s. The Whig Party had splintered over the issue of slavery, and the Republican Party quickly rose in its place as the primary opponent of Democratic pro-slavery policies. Scull's alignment with the Republican cause proved fruitful as his career intersected with the rise of Abraham Lincoln. In 1863, Scull was appointed Collector of Internal Revenue for Pennsylvania's 16th District by President Lincoln. This role was critical as the U.S. government sought to generate revenue during the Civil War to fund the Union's military efforts. However, Scull's tenure was cut short when President Andrew Johnson, a Democrat, removed him from the position in September 1866. Johnson's move was politically motivated, as he sought to curtail the influence of Republicans in federal roles following Lincoln's assassination and the onset of Reconstruction. Undeterred, Scull continued his service to the Republican Party. He was selected as a delegate to 3 key Republican national conventions, 1864, 1876, and 1884. These conventions shaped the direction of the party, nominating presidents such as Ulysses S. Grant and Rutherford B. Hayes. In addition to his political activities, Scull's influence extended to journalism. In 1852, he purchased and took on the role of editor and publisher of the Somerset Herald, a Republican-aligned newspaper that he would oversee until 1887. Through the Herald, Scull advanced Republican ideals in the region, emphasizing Reconstruction, economic modernization, and the moral imperatives of the post-Civil War era. The paper also reflected Scull's deep ties to Somerset, positioning him as both a local leader and a mouthpiece for Republican policies in rural Pennsylvania. The Somerset Herald became a critical platform for Scull's advocacy, aligning with the Republican Party's views on economic development and national unity. His role in journalism enabled him to amplify Republican messages to a broader audience, securing his influence as both a politician and a public intellectual in his region. Scull's editorial efforts and Republican loyalty paved the way for his entry into national politics. In 1887, he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, where he represented Pennsylvania's 17th Congressional District during the 50th Congress. After redistricting, he served Pennsylvania's 20th District during the 51st and 52nd Congresses from 1889 to 1893. His tenure in Congress occurred during the administration of Republican President Benjamin Harrison. Scull's years in Congress were marked by the push for modernization and economic reform. During this era, Republicans often favored protective tariffs, modernization of industry, and infrastructure improvements. While details of his specific legislative efforts are scarce, Scull's alignment with the party's platform indicates that he supported these measures, which were critical for Pennsylvania, a state with a booming coal and steel industry. After leaving Congress in 1893, Scull remained a prominent figure in Pennsylvania until his death on July 10, 1900, in Somerset. He was buried in Somerset's Union Cemetery, a final resting place that reflected his enduring ties to the town he had served for over 5 decades. Edward Scull's legacy can be understood through the various roles he played: as a lawyer, newspaper editor, public servant, and congressman. His commitment to the Republican cause during a transformative period in U.S. history, from the Civil War through Reconstruction and into the Gilded Age, demonstrated his dedication to the principles of unity, modernization, and progress. Moreover, his role in Republican conventions and his lengthy service as a federal collector of internal revenue solidified his reputation as a trusted and steadfast party loyalist. Scull's career embodies the shifting currents of American politics in the second half of the 19th century, especially the realignment around the Republican Party's vision for a post-slavery, industrialized America. In summary, Edward Scull's career offers a window into the political and social transformations of 19th century America. A dedicated Republican, he was instrumental in advancing the party's vision during crucial decades of national reconstruction and industrial growth. His influence in Pennsylvania, through both his journalistic and political work, positioned him as a significant figure in the state's history, especially in the southwestern region. Scull's life exemplifies the fusion of local leadership with national influence, and his career in Congress during a pivotal time remains a testament to the enduring impact of regional politicians in shaping the broader American political landscape. Thank you for listening. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history. Before you go, a simple way to support the efforts of this channel is to like, subscribe, comment, and share.